This crowd was lit because the game that we just saw was off the charts. Now we're heading to X, and Triplets and Ball Hogs are going to square off in the Big 3 down in Cincinnati. Let's talk about the results of the first two games. Three-headed monsters could have stayed alive against Three's Company, and man, a game of the ages. For regular season game, Bivouac defeats enemies who've had a winning streak of the 9 in a row, and Bivouac is now top dog in the Big 3. You see it right there, Bivouac clinching the playoff spot, 6-1. Enemies 6-1, Three's Company right behind. But we got a couple games to go here, starting with the Triplets and the Ball Hogs, both at 3-3, both fighting for playoff lives, both fighting to stay alive in the Big 3. I'm Brian Scalabrine alongside Nancy Lieberman, and you played with your back against the wall. What is it like in those type of games?
Well, there's a different, understanding of how you have to play. You don't want to be tight. You want to go for it, but you have to be strategic. And if you want to make the playoffs, you have to really utilize getting to the foul line, taking possessions away, and just closing out games.
Yeah, and that game that we just saw was unbelievable for Bivouac to close it out. Let's take a look at some of the lineups today. No Joe Johnson, but you're going to have Jeremy Pargo, Gennaro Pargo. Guys can shoot it. Ayers, Moon, Joe Johnson's out. Barbosa, Meeks, 1-2 combination. Summers, Sanders, and Mariano. And let's start with Jeremy Pargo. And just how do you throw a guy that when Joe is out, he seems to always step up?
Yeah, I got to tell you, Jeremy Pargo owes me a lot because I brought him to the Big 3 from Europe about 3 years ago. His game has totally gone different. 3 seasons in the NBA, overseas legend. This year, he is really utilized that 4-point shot, 41% from 3, 35% from 4. Nobody shoots the 4 in this league like him. He really stretches the court.
Yeah, opens up the floor for the rest of his team as well. For the Ball Hogs last week, Mariano is a guy that sometimes plays, sometimes not, but last week made it happen. Man, he had 17 rebounds.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Barbosa, you made a really good pick by pulling your friend Mariano here, 11 points, 17 rebounds. He's very active, very difficult to guard because he can finish at the rim, he can rebound, offensive rebounds, and he can shoot for 3.
And there's Jody Meeks. Now, when he comes off the bench, it seems to work out for the Ball Hogs, and he comes with that spark. You see a lot of teams in the NBA do that, bringing a guy that can kind of spark you offensively, and that's what Jody Meeks has been doing. And let's go over to Rachel with my old coach, Rick Barry.
Coach, every week the intensity keeps rising as you're fighting for that playoff position. What is your team's goal going into today's game?
Well, basically play our style of basketball, which is to pass, move, and cut, and then hopefully shoot the ball well. We haven't played 2 good halves yet this season. Hopefully this will be the game that we'll be able to do that. But I have confidence that my guys are ready to play. They always come ready. I love my team. We just have to play a little smarter and just execute better. Anyone in particular you need to step up? Barbosa? Well, I'd like everybody to step up shooting the ball. If we shoot the ball the way we're capable of shooting, they can be in big trouble. I hope that's the case. Good luck today. Thank you.
And there's Lisa Leslie. She's got a championship kind of roster. She always seems to figure out how they have to play when Joe Johnson's out. That's a big miss for them, but their team seems to always handle it.
Well, they're one of the best 3-point shooting teams in this league. So what she's going to have to do is she's going to have to rely on Pargo, Moon to get those 3-point shots up without Joe.
Rules of the Big 3, first team to 50, halftime's at 25, no game clock, 14-second shot clock. And free throws for the spot where you get fouled or the 4-point shot. The best rule of the Big 3, what everybody loves, bring the fire. You don't like the call, just play for it. One-on-one from the top of the key. And bringing the fire, it does get heated sometimes in those one-on-one battles. Final instructions as the guys get ready to go. And I always say, Big 3, when they start eliminating teams, it puts a lot of pressure on each possession. And do you feel like sometimes it could come down to those last 10 points? Real quick, we got Rachel with Jeremy Pargo.
MVP candidate, you guys are without Joe Johnson once again today, but what is your mindset going into today's game?
It's a must-win game. With or without Joe, it's a must-win game. We're a little sad that he's not here, but you know we're on this court and we got to play. So we got my brother back today, and hopefully we come out here and do what we need to do to get a win.
I saw you at practice yesterday, and you said you guys need to play to your full potential. You feel confident about that?
You said that, but it's okay. We do need to play to our full potential. Now, I feel we're going to do that today.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Pargo loves the challenge. And I'm not saying he doesn't like Joe Johnson to be here, but when he plays and Joe is out, he seems to have his best games.
Well, they play free, and you know you're going to get probably 15, 16 more shots that you wouldn't otherwise get. And the floor is spread, and everybody gets to relax and do their job. No, I really think this has been a breakout year for Jamario Moon. Everybody thought he was towards the end of his career. I think he's playing really great this season.
Here's Barbosa, gets the screen. A lot of screen and roll in that first game last week with Mariano. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ball Hogs ball. And they're going to bring Jody Meeks off the bench, which they've had success doing.
Well, Jody's a certified shooter. I'd bring him off the bench. He's instant offense.
There's Mariano for 3. Ooh, rolls out. Pargo with the mismatch. Scans the floor, takes his time. Crossover to the middle, step back, 15-footer. No good. It'll be a reset shot clock, out on Ball Hogs.
Yeah, he's just done such a great job. You know, Jeremy Pargo played at Gonzaga. He's a big, strong guy. He's 6'2", 225. But he's just a stat stuffer, and he knows how to play this game.
There's Moon. Looking over the top to Ayers. Low clock, 4 on the clock. In Pargo territory. Pulls up from 4, off the dribble. Oh, did not get it off. Shot clock violation.
Did your team play that defense when you were playing for the Ball Hogs? I mean, the push-up, the physicality.
I mean, the team did. I didn't. So I'm with you.
This might be the best Ball Hogs team.
Oh, no question.
In my opinion, in every year of the Big 3.
But only 3-3. They've had some bad days. So it doesn't make sense why a team with this much talent would be 3-3, as Barbosa gets the first 2 on the board.
So this is a play called touch. They run it in the NBA. It's a great play because you take away the weak side defense.
Yeah, with Ayers rolling to the basket, they've always had an above-the-rim threat. Does open up their three-point shooting.
You know, I think guys that have NBA players, there's a different understanding of how to play and what's important in each possession, especially as you're getting to a point in the game where you can win.
Pargo with the fadeaway, misses, Ayers gets it back, little nudge, and he'll go to the line, shooting 1 for 2 points.
Look, you see right here, that's off of touch. He reads it, he draws the defender just enough that the defense can't get back to the shooter.
When you were guarding touch, would you try to keep it away from the side, or how would you take that stuff away?
We want to push everything, if we could, in a regular game to the middle, but since you don't have weak side defense stunting, we want to force everything baseline.
Barbosa, double high screen.
Yeah, they love that. They do the screen, then they split them.
Mariano for 3. That's off. Here's Pargo. He's going to be real aggressive today with no Joe Johnson. Moon inside. Barbosa holds his ground. Gets the rebound, clears it.
He's stronger than you think, and he does a great job with leverage, Barbosa. And that's what you call, I think, the Brazilian blur.
Yeah, it's still a blur.
He's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. He hasn't, I mean, I know all these guys have lost a little bit, but it doesn't seem like much. Pargo, overhand cross, gets to the rim, lays it up, sweet move.
You know what he does so well, Scal, is once he crosses over, he pushes the ball past the foot of the defender. You're drop stepping and he's chasing the ball, and you can't catch up ever.
Barbosa gets the rescreen. Summers, Mariano for 3. Got a lot of good shots, but none of them have dropped so far. There's Moon going hard to the basket. Ooh, they call it out of bounds. No foul.
Look at Pargo right here. It's so beautiful. If you're a kid at home, you want to learn how to, you know, get past somebody. We'll show that in a minute.
Here's Pargo for 3 in the corner. Summers, very good offensive player. Trying to get it going. A lot of shots going in and out right now for both teams.
I still think if you're the Ball Hogs, you've got to get to the rim to soften up the defense on the perimeter.
There's Ayers.
It's a drive, it's a jump stop, it's a kick.
And there's Ayers with the steal, puts it in. A lot of times early on, you know, once the guys get their rhythm, game opens up a little bit. How about that last game? Right from the beginning, the intensity.
That was a championship game right there.
Oh, that was really nice. Mariano inside. Mishandles again. 2 turnovers. Oh, 2 blown layups by Triplets. That could hurt them. Barbosa for 3. In and out.
Tough shooting start by the Ball Hogs, and they seem to be happy settling for 3.
Yeah, the only points were Barbosa getting downhill. And there he is again. In and out, and that's going to be a foul on Mariano. Yeah, you know, if you watch all of basketball right now, a lot of times games are started outside. They shoot a ton of threes early. It's weird how that is, but usually all the percentages balance themselves out.
3-on-3 is such a fabulous game. You know, it's the epitome of how we have started to play the game, right? 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3.
Oh my goodness. Pargo challenging upstairs. Mariano inside, blocked. That ball hit the rim, so it had to be cleared. And there's Pargo, yes.
There's how great teams take advantage right now. DeJuan Summers, the ball went through his hands. You know, Mariano, the ball went through his hands. You got to catch the basketball and put it back up, and Pargo hits a 3.
Yeah, turnovers do destroy you here in the Big 3.
Yes, they do. Right here. I mean, you're too lax. You can't just show the ball. You got to power and play through the contact.
Triplets off to a great start. 12-4. Let's listen in on Lisa Leslie in the huddle.
When you got that ball out there on the outside, I want you to take your shot. You had it on the outside, and then you just drove. But what I'm saying is, the reason why I'm saying take your shot is because they were in place for rebounding. Shoot it. You know what I mean? Just keep it simple.
Listen, even though I know it's a 3-point shot, look at it. Hey, so Leandro, it's going to be you here. And then it's going to be you, Lucas. Dribble off, and you screen him, and you pop here, okay? We got to just take the shots.
At what point do you say, you know what, obviously Jody Meeks is getting your spark plug off the bench, but you're down 12-4. Much more of this, and you can't dig yourself out of it.
We went through this. I thought we had the worst game of the season, Power, against the Triplets when Joe was out, because they just spread the floor. They ran a lot of dribble handoffs. We bit on some drives, and they kicked it out. I think they had 11 threes against us. So you really have to body up defensively, but Jody Meeks has to get on the court.
Jody Meeks still has a warm-up top on. If Barry's confident with this group, or he doesn't want to bring him in too early. It's always tough when you're talking about guys coming off the bench, because you know you can provide an offensive spark, but right now down 12-4, and they got to get it going in the right direction.
Well, they have to get it in the right direction, but I'm looking at the fouls. The Triplets have not committed one foul because the Ball Hogs have not imposed their physicality on them going to the basket. It's like, you know, I'm going to ride or die with my 3.
Yeah, all 3 Triplets have scored. And for the Ball Hogs, only Barbosa. Triplets got all 4 of their points.
And think about it, Jody Meeks on the season, he's been averaging 12 points a game. So unless he's injured and we don't know about it.
No. I mean, they like him coming off the bench because they're 2-0 when he does come off the bench. Mariano inside, pulls the chair. 3 on the clock. This ball's got to go up. Summers, and there it is.
Such a smart play by Mariano. But you're playing against, you know, a baby who's guarding you underneath. Yeah, they're going to pull the chair. That's a smart defense by Pargo.
I like how you say baby.
Hey, Rondo taught me that. Rajon Rondo.
Got a baby.
Every time DeMarcus had like a small, he goes, "There's a baby. You got a baby on you."
Ooh, good defense. Mariano goes up strong and no rolls out.
Yeah, those are shots you got to make. But right here, see him with the hip right there, and then he releases. And that a good presence of mind to kick it out. Juwan Summers, he works so hard on his shooting. He lives in Dallas. He trains so hard, and he's got a beautiful shot. 4 years in the NBA.
He does. He's one of the better scorers in this league when he gets it going.
And it's just hard work. He's in there all the time. He's been to Europe. He just does his job.
So here comes Jody Meeks. Barbosa will hit the bench. Big miss. Now the Pargo brothers are both in the game. There's Pargo on the wings. Sidestep 3. Ooh, nothing but net.
So confident this year. And I think he plays even more confident when his brother Gennaro's on the floor. Watch this. He's sizing up. He sees that Mariano, look, you're late. Your hands are down. You're not understanding who you're guarding.
Tested 2 again by Ball Hogs. There's Pargo. Skips it to his brother in the corner. Ooh, long iron, missed it. Rebound. Meeks clears it. Off that handoff. Looking to turn the corner. Kicks it out. Summers confidently shoots it. In and out. Mariano right there. Stripped by Jeremy. That's going to be a foul on Mariano.
Hey, Mariano, you got to get after a little bit more. You know, you have, Pargo diving for the basketball, and you're bending at the waist. This right here, that's a putback. You're a big. Do not bring that basketball down.
Yeah, those are big plays that, like, might go miss, but that putback puts him in a tough position because right now, triplets are small. So if you can pound them on the glass, it puts a lot of pressure on Lisa Leslie to make a substitution or a change.
Yeah, they've had 2 or 3 times. I'm not really down on the Ball Hogs. I'm just saying what I see.
Look at Sanders right away. Former Defensive Player of the Year making an impact. Sets the ball screen. Meeks pulls up. And that guy can score it.
That's Larry Sanders. Larry brought this energy right from taking his warm-up top off, sets the screen, and then Meeks does what he's done for so many years.
Pargo elevates. Another good defensive play by Sanders. Ball never hit the rim. 5 on the clock. 3 ball. Yes. Those 2 can really shoot it.
Well, again, they watch how the defense is playing, and if they're not playing along the line of the ball defensively, you can get that pass.
Summers inside. Sanders goes up quick. Misses. Good rebound by Ayers. Tip by Sanders.
By the way, Gennaro Pargo was the head coach for Indiana, in Summer League this year. This is the 2nd year he's coached that team. Rick Carlisle has great confidence in him. And all he does, by the way, go ask Halliburton. Go ask some of those guys. He sits in the gym all day shooting threes. He's in great shape, and he's having his best season in the Big 3.
No question. Jody Meeks comes off, sticks another 3. The lid is off the hoop. Game is now opened up. Pargo 3 for 3. No, that one's off. Cleared it to Summers. And a block.
See,
Would you challenge this one as a no clear?
I I thought that Larry got out of the lane. I'm not sure that I would challenge that one, especially if you have a 21-15 lead. But did you see, finally, a difference? You can have transition basketball in half-court offense. Rebound, find your man on the side, and, you know, drive and pass.
Yeah, pace has definitely picked up after the first 12-4 lead with the triplets.
I gotta tell you, Cincinnati, you have shown out. This place has been packed all day. I don't know if it's a true sellout, but it's unreal.
He tells me that he could beat half the Indiana Pacers one-on-one. He's showing it right now.
Well, look at the offense that they run, the Pacers. He just loves coaching that, and now he's added it to his repertoire.
Summers comes back and sticks another one. 23-18. Remember, halftime is at 25, so Triplets could send us to the half with a bucket.
You got to make them a two-point shooting team. You cannot make them a three-point shooting team.
Good pressure by Sanders. Sanders has been excellent since checking in. Made that happen.
And Larry Sanders is a pro's pro. Look at how he uses his arms just to bother the ball handler.
Yeah, you nailed it right from the start. He took his warm-up off and he started impacting this game, making all kinds of winning plays. Right now, Ball Hogs back in this game.
You just have to play within what you do great. Larry's a great defensive player. He'll get you offensive rebounds. He is the ultimate competitor, and you're seeing it on defense.
Jeremy Pargo against Meeks. Step back. Ooh, they got a foul underneath.
I might need to see that one again.
I think if you air ball, all bets are off. You take a look. You let that go, right?
Yeah, you let that go. I mean, he didn't push him out. His hand just came in to deflect the basketball.
23-21 Triplets.
You know, sometimes the physical fouls they let go, and the little chippy fouls, they don't do anything.
All right, here's Pargo with the step back, and he's been hot. Pargo brothers combined for 18 of the 25 first half points as the Triplets going to half with a 4-point lead. Jody Meeks created a nice little spark off the bench. And he's with Rachel Demina.
I talked to Coach before the game, and he talked about making outside shots and rebounding. You guys started off slow, but made a little run there. How are you feeling about that first half?
I'm feeling good. I mean, we let them get too comfortable and too far ahead, but we cut into the lead, so we got some work to do, but we're feeling good.
Can you talk about that defensive spark that you guys had in those past few minutes? That was some of the best defense I've seen you guys play all season.
Yeah, just coming off the bench, we try to give a spark any way we can. Tonight was defense, we weren't really getting any stops, but see if it translates to the second half.
Good luck in the second.
Thank you.
All right, Ball Hogs with help off the bench. A little shooting from Meeks and defense from Sanders. They got back in it, but the Pargo brothers playing strong. Stay tuned for the second half.
Fire and ice. Cube's vision of summertime fun is back. Big 3 basketball.
All right, here we go.
The most thrilling stars.
Never know who you're going to see.
Legends of the game. Young stars.
My God!
Plus halftime concerts and fantastic finishes. And this new season, we're streaming on X and airing live on CBS all summer long.
The Big 3 is back, coming in hot all summer long. It's as good as it gets. San Antonio, Nashville, and Boston. This is Fireball 3. It's a hard-nosed, trash-talking brand of basketball where they still bang down low and they still play tough D. Hall of Fame coaches and NBA superstars. And we're coming in hot to a city near you. So grab your friends, grab your family, and get your seats now at big3.com/tickets.
Next Sunday, it all comes down to this. It's the final week of the regular season as teams battle it out for a playoff position. Who's in, he can't be stopped. And who's out. Only 4 can make make it to the playoffs in Nashville. And we're coming in hot to the Alamo City to settle the score.
Oh, what a way to end it.
It's a Big 3 triple header live at 3.
Cincinnati showing out. Should have seen the traffic getting in here. Took me 45 minutes. I'm 3 minutes away.
Hey, there's a music festival here. There's a lot going on.
They love it out here, and they're loving the Big 3 right now. I'm loving this game. No Joe Johnson, no problem. The Pargo brothers have stepped up big time.
Yeah, it's the Fighting Pargos against the Ball Hogs, and they have 18 points combined. But, you know, Jeremy Pargo started the run, and he got everything going with this three-point, and then Gennaro Pargo came in. According to my math, he was 3 or 4. He's so good about putting the ball down, driving at you, and creating space. They love doing that, but it's a skill right here. Look at that. I take a step back. They use the ball as a weapon to back you off to get their shot.
Look at those stats right there. 10 points off the bench for Pargo, 8. And the mastermind of it all is with Rachel D'Amito.
The mastermind of it all. You guys are a little undersized today going into this game. How are you combating that?
We have such great scorers over here. When you think about just the Pargo brothers alone, I can get 40 points from those guys. But it's about the matchup. We just have to stay smart, continue to give them just one shot, box out, and win on the boards, and not get into the mental battle with them.
It looks like you guys are outworking them a little bit, getting those loose balls, sprinting all over the court. Talk about that a bit on the defensive end.
Well, the 50-50 balls are going to be most important, because the one thing about not having Joe Johnson is that our guys have to step up and take care of all the little details, and that's what we're going to do. But listen, it's a long game. We got to get this win. We need this win.
Good luck in the second half.
Hi, Mom.
Ball Hogs going with the same lineup they ended the half. So Barbosa stays on the bench. He started out with the first 4 points. Since then, Summers and Meeks, 17 points combined. But I agree with you, Nancy. It seems like when Sanders checked in the game, his defensive energy changed the entire momentum of this game.
Yeah, well, good to see the second half lineup with Larry Sanders playing and Barbosa coming off the bench, because this team right here, they did something special to get back into this game.
Good defense right there.
I thought he could have put that ball back up.
Yeah, could have tipped the rim. Got to play it safe. Summers to Meeks. Meeks for 3. No good. Rebound airs. Looks to clear it. Good job by Meeks taking away that transition, trying to deny Jeremy Pargo. Moon steps back. Sanders once again a force defensively. There's Meeks keeping it moving on the drive, gets some contact, goes up, short with the layup.
Yeah, he short-armed that. He should have just finished his shot. DeJuan, you need to push up on him and have a hand up. Wrong hand right there.
Ooh, pass goes over to the arms of Ayers. It's gonna be Ball Hogs ball underneath.
Right-hand shooter, left hand up defensively.
Yeah, you got to guard him 30 feet from the basket.
Yeah, you can't just be in his neighborhood. You actually have to be in his house.
Ball Hogs baseline out. Meeks goes back door. Sanders, no good. Wanted to see if it was working or not. There's Pargo, hard aggressive drive. Sanders meets him at the rim, kicks out, Ayers for 3. That's pretty good. They really do kill you with a 3-point shot.
Yeah, because they relocate. You know, Larry Sanders decided to go trap the box underneath, and Ayers saw that and popped out to 3.
Summers, hand off to Meeks. Meeks goes up. It's off. Ayers did a good job of clearing it. Pargo, no good. Oh, controlled tap by Moon. Nice job.
Yeah, I think the Ball Hogs, they need to get back to what they did in the first half. Great job right here coming out of second half, you know, certainly by the Triplets.
Meeks goes up. Oh, blew the layup. Sanders keeps it alive. Oh, but loses it. Here's Pargo, backed up to 4. He takes it. Rebound Meeks. Oh, tough finish over Ayers. I think now you got to get Barbosa back in the game. He's got a good rest. They need that spark. Pargo comes off that screen, goes back up top. Moon inside. And that's a foul on Summers.
Yeah, Summers knows better. If you have a guy backing you in like that, you have to take a step back and you've got to deny the ball on the high side instead of just giving up and taking the foul. Now you got to get into technique.
So Gennaro check in for Jeremy, and Barbosa and Meeks finally on the court together. The 1-2 combination for the Ball Hogs. The two really work well together, especially offensively. Ooh, Pargo slips out of the screen, goes over the top. Barbosa gets it back. Oh, in and out with a layup. Those kill you.
That's just too nonchalant with that, and it really hurts.
Pargo again for 3. Yes, he's not missing 2 in a row.
So now that's a great shot by Pargo because he is not feeling your defensive will.
Barbosa explodes, makes that one. And even though he blew by, that did not look like the Brazilian blur that we're used to. I think Triplett's going to call a timeout here just to discuss a few things. They got an 8-point lead, good control over this game. This morning, the Big 3, Nancy Lieberman Charities and Procter & Gamble opened up a dream court for the city of Cincinnati for their community and kids. Working together to change lives of area children is a goal for all of us. How was that?
It was amazing today. I want to thank Clyde Drexler, Jeff Quatnance for being out there and speaking today. And, you know, we had community kids. The Big 3, Nancy Lieberman Charities and Procter & Gamble donated this court to the city of Cincinnati, and it was unbelievable to see the kids playing with police officers, the mayor, everybody within the city, the chief of police, the firefighters, everybody in the name of doing things together. It is our 130th Dream Court that the charities, my charity has donated around the country. And we have over 5.5 million children a year utilizing these courts.
Man, that's amazing.
Thank you to the Big 3. Thank you to Procter & Gamble, Swiffer. Thank you for your time, your energy, your money, and what you mean to communities.
I think everybody that's grown up, whether professional or college or whatever, you get a chance to play basketball, you realize, at least when you're all done, you realize how fortunate you were to be around the great people and be in great situations, and that's what you're providing. That could be impacting so many kids and changing so many lives.
That is true, and Pargo's changing the life of Lisa Leslie right now. She's not a kid, but she could use the help.
Came in, made a big bucket, pushed that lead back to 10. Good timeout by Lisa Leslie. Barbosa going a little bully ball, goes up to Sanders. Ooh, blew a layup, but it's going to be a foul. Sanders will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to power your way up. You just can't softly extend and lay the ball to the rim. If you're Larry Sanders, you got to gather yourself and dunk it on them.
When he sets it on defense, when your player sets the screen, you got to step up.
Sanders off with it. Got to make the free throws in this league. Goes over, hot hand, Pargo. Oh, back iron, miss. Barbosa tracks it down, looking inside. Barbosa for 3. No good. Pargo sitting on that 4 line. On the drive. Ooh, turns the corner, misses the layup. Oh, that's great hustle by Moon. Lands in the lap of a fan.
Should have got his autograph. I mean, that's Mario Moon.
You get a hug.
Oh wait, that was Mike Taylor, maybe.
All right, Meeks, fresh shot clock. Down 10. Ball Hogs got to make a run here. Barbosa. Hard drive, kicks it out. 5 on the clock. Meeks counters, goes up, and scores it. I always think those two really connect well when they're out there.
They do. Jody Meeks, you know, tremendous move to the basket.
Meeks guarding Pargo right now. Goes middle, pull back, hard baseline drive, strong player. Incredible.
That's his move. That's his move. Baseline, you think you have him, but you don't.
Nice, here we go. Get down, get low.
You know, the Triplets play well. I know, you know, Joe's 3-time MVP of this league, and he might be one of the most unstoppable players the Big Three has ever had. But Lisa has a great team, smart team.
Go to lob. He's allowed. He didn't put his hands on him. He's just standing. He's standing. He's allowed to stand in that space. Yeah, you good. Come on. Stay addressed right here. Watch it. See the screen. Watch it. Step up.
Ooh, Barbosa, great pass over to Summers. That's a great cut.
Drive, draw, dish. It's a thing.
You saw the game between Bivouacs and Enemies. That was the game winner. Same play. Just like that. Ooh, good help by Barbosa. Over to Meeks. Ooh, no foul at all. Oh, no, they did call it. Didn't hear the whistle.
I gotta tell you, every 50-50 ball the Ball Hogs have had a chance for, it either gets deflected right here, they miss the handle. They have not been able to take advantage of some of the great defense in those opportunities.
See it right there, 10 points, 4 rebounds. Jody Meeks, big free throw here for the Ball Hogs, especially when you're down. Knocks it down, only down by 6.
Well, if they keep driving the ball to the rim right now, the Triplets have 3 fouls. If you drive it and draw some fouls, you can take possessions away from the Pargos.
Oh, big rebound, Ayers kicks it out. Skip pass to Pargo. Good. Oh, nice job on the boards by Barbosa. And Lisa Leslie wants to talk this over. That's a great hustle by Ayers. You know, take a look. I don't know. What do you think? All right, let's go over to the hot mic. Great game 2. Here's Corey Brewer.
I think we made a statement to show that we're the best team in the league right now. You know, Enemies came in undefeated. We lost the game last week. We only had 3 of our guys. But, you know, we ain't gonna make any excuses, and we just try to prove it today. That's what basketball's about, passion, standing up for each other. You know, coach got into it, we got on his back, we got behind him. You know, all the team was, we all got up. You know, me, I was probably sitting on the bench because I was tired. But, hey, we played hard, we played together, and we had each other's backs. And I feel like that's what makes us a good team. None of us ever get too into ourselves. We're all about the team, we all just want to win.
What'd you think of that game?
To me, as we take a look at who this ball came off of, that might have come, oh no.
Right there at the end, I think maybe Barbosa at the end.
Glad the officials have the job calling that one. That's too close for me.
No, I think it's off Barbosa. I think it's a good challenge by Lisa Leslie.
Yes.
So going back to game 2.
I think it might have gone off Ayers right
really?
there. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I don't think Barbosa touched it.
Well, that would be the correct call. That's what they initially decided.
It's a great angle. But, you know, Corey Brewer, I had him and Elijah Stewart right now as my MVPs in this league. They have been pretty much unstoppable.
Brewer just had 2 points in the first.
Plays inconclusive, so you lose the challenge. It's going to be white ball out of bounds.
Inconclusive, so you can't overturn. And it will be the Ball Hogs ball.
So what are they going to call former captain of the Ball Hogs? What are you calling out of bounds right now?
Jody Meeks all day. I think he'll go somewhat to the basket. Summers will pop. He'll either shoot it or he'll hand off for Barbosa.
It's a big possession. It's only a 6-point game right here. You have to have something that is defining to the rim, in my opinion.
Summers on the pop, sticks it.
Didn't go to the rim, but that's a heck of a shot by Juwan Summers.
I mean, everyone runs that formation. Something to the rim, something to the corner.
You know, Juwan's done good. He's averaging about 9 points this year, playing really well. There you go. You drive, you draw, and you pay.
All right, Summers with the board. Ball Hogs did a great job of attacking in the second half. Gets the screen. Good cut by Meeks. Lays it up. Down by 2.
No team in the league back cuts you as much as this Ball Hogs team. They must have had 3 backdoor cuts on us, and they finished their cut.
Good defense by Summers. Gets it back. Dish, Meeks, no foul, but the Ball Hogs just tied it up. Barbosa, he sat a long time, but ever since he's come back into the game, his impact defensively has been huge.
Yeah, I like this. I like this squad. They're quick, they're athletic, they're playing hard on defense.
Inside airs. Got the seal on Barbosa. Good job by Pargo.
Pargo just so smart and patient, waiting for the defender to clear before he threw it up inside.
Ayers having a game, 11 points, 14 rebounds. Barbosa, hard drive, runner, no, another rebound for Ayers. Out to Pargo in the corner, taking his time. Up top to Jeremy, looking at that screen and roll. Oh, big screen, doesn't matter. Pargo turns the corner.
Yeah, that's a heck of a move right there by Jeremy Pargo. Crossover. Timmy Hardaway, if you're watching, we're all learning from you, the Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, Tim Hardaway. Summers for 3, big shot, that's short. That'll be a foul on Summers. Just a second team foul.
You know, when you have players that know how to use the screen. I mean, think about how many screens you set and how guards didn't use it the right way, and now you're stepping over and you're getting the offensive foul because you're trying to do your job.
Well, the evolution of being able to shoot off the screen has really changed the game and opened up the floor. Pargo gets downhill. Ooh, good defense. No good. They got to call the foul. Rick Perry's going to bring the fire.
You might want to try to trap screen roll on or blitz it on Pargo because he's using the same move every time.
All right, bring the fire. You don't like a call. Rick Perry didn't like this one. You want to play? You don't like the call? Just play one-on-one for it. Pargo gets the bucket. Triplett gets a point. Barbosa gets the stop. No foul.
Hey, this is one of the really cool rules that are innovative in the Big 3 that, you know, Cube put in here.
Oh, quick hand by Barbosa. That was a Brazilian blur defensively.
He does such a great job of bodying up. Cube is agreeing with me right there because he put this rule in. I know guys in the NBA would love to be able to do this.
No question about it. That's a big stop for the Ball Hogs. They're down 4. They need to get something going offensively. A little stagnant here, about 6 on the clock. Barbosa, no good. Pargo for 3. Oh, rebound. Great play by Jamario Moon.
You know, Jamario Moon is 107 years old. You have to box him out. You must. Jamario, just kidding. His family will be calling me.
Here's Meeks inside. No, he misses it. Summers gets it back, goes up strong. 39-43. Ball's got to get it going defensively.
That's a rebound. They're not boxing out on the weak side, and Barbosa and Meeks have got to do that.
Pargo, strong drive, and a foul.
Right here, look at this shot, goes right up. Offensive rebound. Jody, you got to box him out early, right? Hit first, attack the ball second.
Pargo, fresh clock. Gets that high screen. Oh, he goes baseline. What a play. He's so tough in that screen and roll.
He's big, he's strong, he's quick, he's got great handles. He's, you know, Pargo's unbelievable.
Summers. Oh, pulls up from 3. Ooh, in and out, big miss.
Not sure that was the shot that you wanted at this point in the game.
Meeks, Barbosa, Summers. Not settling this time. Meeks, up, ooh, short. Rebound Pargo in that corner, loves the baseline corner, loves that step back. Oh, another good crash by Jamario Moon. Keeps that ball alive. Big play.
Now, well, Rick Barry's going to go back and look at this film and say, we have to box out.
Yeah, it's almost like the Ball Hogs have too much talent. In my opinion, Sanders should have been out there playing. He's the guy that changed it defensively. I know they're better offensively, but right now you need stops.
Well, you need stops, but you have to, you know, if I don't have DeJuan and they're shooting and knocking down shots for me. But the trade-off is DeJuan's offense for Larry's defense. I would love to see him in there.
Yeah, they got to string together. I mean, anytime the team is up in the 40s and you're in the 30s, you got to think defense. You got to string stops together to get back into this game.
Well, you're right about that. You know, the Ball Hogs had tied this thing up.
Pargo brothers, and this is a full team effort by Triplets, but they've combined for 31 points today. But Moon has made big plays, and Ayers has made big plays. He has a double-double. Great team effort so far.
And I have to tell you, Jamario Moon has played really great basketball right now. The fact that he's gotten so many offensive rebounds, he's kept balls alive. He's just playing hard.
Oh, going to the 4. Now you're down big. Oh, kicks it out. Moon for 3. No, drives it up. Pargo. Short with it. Summers with the attack. No good. 3 will win it for Triplets. Gennaro. Back to Jeremy. 4 on the clock. Jeremy, attack, step back, fade away. Are you kidding me?
Bang, bang. Wow. Understanding the clock, understanding what he has to do.
Beats for 3, yes. There's a possibility that they could be eliminated based on some results. Oh, give it up to 2. Oh, good block.
So
comes over and help him up.
Yeah, it's so smart. If you're going to trap screen roll like you did, the opposite person, Barbosa, comes over. You have to be the rim protector. Thought he did a great job. It's clearly a foul. But I like that Jamario Moon went up so strong. He had so much impact on this game with those 6 rebounds.
Moon for the game. Hey, that's it. Triplets wins it. It secures their spot next week in San Antonio. The playoffs are alive for the Triplets. No Joe Johnson. They made it happen. Moon with the hustle plays. Ayers with a double-double. But the Pargos and their shooting sprees made the difference. Let's take a look at the standings here. Triplets in a good position at 4-3 to move on. Ball Hogs, never know. Two teams will get eliminated. We'll have to see how the games play out.
I know Lisa Leslie is thrilled that she got this game. She knew the importance of it.
All right, with Gennaro Pargo back from Summer League, we'll go over to Rachel Demita.
And in a must-win game, talk about how every single player on this team today stepped up for this victory.
Yeah, everyone stepped up. Total team effort, ball movement. No one cares who gets the credit. We're just playing hard, playing smart, playing together as a team.
Can you talk about the tenacity and the hustle plays? You guys were undersized, but you got every loose ball out there today.
That's what it's about. Joe Johnson always preaches not letting the team outwork us. We're in great shape. We prepare all week, and the more in shape team came out with the victory.
You got playoffs in your sight?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. One game at a time, though.
Great win today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pargo, right off the Summer League, he was awesome today. Great shooting display once again by the Triplets, dominating that three-point line. The Ball Hogs, they got to sit and watch the scoreboard. They could be eliminated moving forward. 51-42 Triplets. We got 2 more games to go. It's been a great day here in the Natty.